I have a special guest with me. He goes by the name Mr. Godwin Tor. Hello, sir. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine.
This is a brief introduction to you beautiful people out there.
Yeah, my name is Godwin Tor. I am a citizen of Guma local government. I work with Super Graphics. By the grace of God, I'm the president of this company. We are into souvenir making, printing and publishing. We work in large range. So far so good. We have clients cut across Nigeria, including local government, state government and federal government. Nice. Individuals are also included.
Nice to know.
Yeah.
Oh, Benue State lately has been tension. You are from Goma,
yes.
Local government.
Yeah.
And you, your people, our brothers, our heroes, brother, died just last week. We buried them. How do you feel about this situation?
Yeah, it's one of the most tormenting situation that's happened to me in some couple of years. Having corpse of over 70 people being buried at once was one of the great nightmares. And not just a nightmare, also being a victim whose brothers, sisters, mother, younger ones were also murdered. You will not understand the pains. I even believe the account the state government gave was not right, because some of the victims were still found rotten in the bush. The number of people they were referring to as 73 were the physical body they were able to discover. And I even noticed that after they brought some of the corpses to the hospital, some people who didn't want their people buried outside their homeland still took the corpse back to their place for burial. So the number reported 73 is underestimated. Yeah.
So what is the situation like presently in local government?
Yeah, from inquiries and from what the state government is saying, we have been assured that security apparatus have been shifted to those areas to ensure the security of life and properties. At the moment in Guma, we still have some few joint task force parade in hillocks. Even with these, people still live in fear, because the Fulani attackers, or the Fulani terrorists as I refer to them, they have their own way of attack. They come mostly at night, and their major target are old women, old men, then young children, as in children, then pregnant women, vulnerable people. So we are believing that they will improve on the security available in that area. Else, I still have a lot of them in my house who refuse to go to the IDP camps, but are taking refuge with me in the town.
Sad to know. Okay, the governor of Benue State, Samuel Otom, led the leaders of Benue to meet with the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari. Yeah. What was the outcome of this meeting?
According to them, well, to me, if I were the governor, I wouldn't go. Because one, I know it will not yield any positive result. Up till this moment, the leader of the Meitiala group is still bragging on radios, bragging on national televisions, that we should expect more. When this law was, anti-grazing law was enforced to law, we're made to understand that this man went on public media to say, if we do not reverse this law, he was ready to make sure he killed the people of Benue State, take their land for his cattle. He did it. Now after all this, he's still doing it. So going to see Buhari was just, to me, a fairy tale. But based on the report we have heard so far, he said he was going to send special security force to the boundary area where these issues are, both from Guma down to local government. We hope he does that, but the true outcome of it has not really been revealed. But based on what we have heard so far, they are sending security, which is usually the political language we get from those people.
It's for real. Is President Buhari, is he the grand patron to this Makurdi group?
Yes, and that is why Nigerians are so scared, or the international community are so scared of declaring the Makurdi group or the Fulani, the so-called Fulani headsmen, as terrorist group. How else would you want the terrorist group to be? People will come out at night, hunt people who are harmless, fight them. If you are not a terrorist group, let's engage in the rules of engagement to fight war. Then we know that we are fighting war with Fulani headsmen. You come with machete, you butcher people, and they have their own style. They must make sure your body is pieces to pieces. And you are not calling those people a terrorist group, because our President Buhari, Muhammadu Buhari, who at the same time is the chief commander of armed forces, he's the life patron. So declaring it a terrorist group, you're also saying Buhari too is a terrorist. But as for me, I don't care. He cannot make any statement on this issue. When 1,000 cow or 100 cattle are being killed, they will make a statement. Why must you force me to give you my land? I have authority to my land. You are doing Fulani as a herdsman is an occupation. Just like me as a thief man, my occupation is farming. I farm here. The Yoruba man in the south, in the west, farm cocoa. So will the Yoruba man come here and then when Obasanjo was the president, Obasanjo will insist that I must carve out part of my land and give to a Yoruba man to farm cocoa? Am I farming yam in Katsina State? Am I farming yam in Kano? And then they will gather with their wickedness of mind that they should create colonies. Can there be a colony in an independent sovereign state? We are not fair to ourselves. And the interest we have at the back of our mind is too political. We don't care for the life of a common man. But we have one right. And that right is our right in the voter's card. We vote those we want. We voted in Buhari. We'll vote him out. If you like, let him be concerned about the Benue citizen. If you like, let there be a deliberate attempt, a genocide to erase the thief people from the planet. But how much and how far can he go? The international community are watching. So we believe whether he is a life patron of Makurdi or whatsoever they call it, God is our own grand patron. The time has come that we too we are ready with our swords. We can no longer keep quiet.
We need to fight and protest.
Exactly. Exactly.
What do they mean by cattle colony?
My dear Oga, even my governor, Samuel Otom, keep asking that they should tell him the meaning of cattle colony. They keep saying cattle colony. One minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Chief Audogbe, is also a Benue son. He keep talking about they should create cattle colonies, which means...
Where? Must it be in Benue State?
Because I think we have more grass in Benue State and we have water for their cattle to drink. So they feel the land of Benue people should be given to them as a colony. But then it's funny having a colony in a colonized and sovereign independent state. I keep wondering where they are getting their terms. If you go to Ghana some few weeks ago, they have to mobilize over 200 military and paramilitary to go into the bush, even though you are a Ghanaian and you are rearing cattle that is not ranched. They kill them. This battle is not here alone. They mobilized, they went to the bush, killed over 100 cattle. That is in Ghana here. Why is it that Fulani people must be problem everywhere? Are they God? Okay, if you go to countries like Singapore, if you go to country like Brazil, cattle are not reared only in Africa. They have ranches and they have fodder farms. If the grass of Benue people is good for your cattle, then I can go into grass farming to provide food for your cattle. You send trailer here, I package the grass and send to you and make money. You want to eat free grass, drink free water, and sell the cow and get money. Do I go and farm yam in Katsina, in Daura, free? Is it possible? So why should they feel that land should be provided to the Fulanis free? The cattle should just roam about and destroy our own farmland. Come to look at it, my brother. Benue State is the food basket of the nation, where our major concern is farming. You don't farm on top of the roof, you farm on land. The cattle don't walk on top of roof, they walk on land. How can these two go together? Can the cattle distinguish between the cassava or the yam farm from the normal grass it's eating?
Anything green goes.
Anything goes. And let me tell you the level at which the Fulani terrorists are so mean. When they get to your farm and they discover where you store the harvested food, they open it up for the cow to eat. Sometimes they have their machete and begin to slice your yam for their cattle to eat. A poor farmer, a poor thief man, a poor normal man will get to his farm and meet them. The moment you complain, they butcher you off because they have more arms. You are rearing cattle. What do you need a pump action for? What do you need an AK-47 for? You don't need it. If what you have at the back of your mind, it is sincere. Period before now, we know that a Fulani man goes with a stick.
Yeah.
Now they go with a gun. Are they using the gun to? Are they using the gun, the AK-47, to direct the cattle? And then the president is saying nothing. They feel everything is okay. They feel nothing is happening wrong. This is genocide. This is the same thing that happened in Rwanda. It's happening here. Is it because it's not? Is there a difference between now the Fulani man and the thief man, or what we call the Hutu and the Tutsi? That is the same thing happening here. One particular race of people we gang up because they have the access to power and they can get arms and then want to extinct another race. Who gave them the right to take life?
Nobody takes life. Nobody does.
But they are doing it, and they do it comfortably well. The Senate said they are giving 14 days to get those people arrested. Fine, we are waiting. We want to see the culprits. That is Nigeria for you. We are waiting. I know God will not take my life in 14 days.
Not at all.
My dear cameraman, and you interview me, I know God will not take your life. Let's see in 14 days if they will give us the name of the culprits. Who are the financiers? Abacha once said that any crisis that happened that lasted for more than 24 hours, government have a hand in it. This is over 47 attack on Benue land. Yet nobody is saying anything. It's saddening.
So at this point in time, what do you want to say to the beautiful people of Benue State?
The beautiful people of Benue State, even the Constitution of Nigeria, Section 31, subsection 1, said nobody have the right to take your life. If anybody approaches you, either to take over your property, or to take over your life, or to take life of another person, and you are available there, you can defend. If in the course of defense you kill that person, there is no crime.
Right. Self-defense.
So if the Fulani people, the Fulani terrorists, they come to Benue, and the Benue people are ready to take on their hands what God has given to them, they should be upright.
Yeah.
If they are bringing machete, by the sword that you live, the Bible says those who live by the sword will die by the sword. So if they come by sword, have your sword. They are coming to take your life. then if you are stronger than them, take their own life 10 times. I enjoin every Benue citizen, a youth of this nation, a citizen of this Benue, of Nigeria here, if you have even an access to mobilize for any form of arm, any form of arm, I mean any form of arm, get it. We are not going to Katsina to attack Fulani. We are not going to the neighboring state like Taraba or Nasarawa to go and fight Fulani. But if they dare come to our land, we should have the capacity to fight them 10 times. The Bible confirms it. What was Peter doing with the sword when he was going around with Jesus as a disciple? Because even Jesus knew that if you come in a manner that is not expected, they will fight it by violence. When he said that if brother slap you on this cheek, you should turn to this cheek. But when those miscreants came to take over Jesus Christ, what did Peter did? He removed the sword and slit off the ear. What did Jesus say? He took the ear back and fixed it and told Peter, it is not time for the sword. You should put the sword back. So which means the sword must be used, and there will be time for him to use the sword. So why have we taken the other part of Christianity into our brain to make us feel as if Christians are weak people? I know thief people when there was no Christianity. I knew when they fought. I have read in the books when they fought jihad. In the history of this nation, you cannot talk about jihad and not talk about the thief people. We rejected Islam. Till today, you will hardly count 10 thief people who are Islam. We rejected it. The idea of Usman and Fodio was cut off by the thief land. Where is the thief man today? We block our brains with so many stories from the Bible. The same Bible are telling us today that we should rise up to our rights. And I'm using that ground, including the constitution of this land, that you Benue people rise up to your arms. Don't go and fight, but when they come, destroy them 10 times. That is my advice for Benue people.
So beautiful people out there. It was wonderful having you, sir. I hope you keep on watching Benue People's Television online. Don't touch that dial. Always tune into this online TV station where we'll give you updates, trending events happening within Benue State. You already know I'm your regular host. I go by the name Nino Brown. I think on this note, we'll be signing out. See you on the next episode. Peace out.